Hi guys, here are the ingredients for my version of picadillo. You're going to need some green olives, you're going to need some oregano, adobo, cumin, safrito, onion and garlic powder, some minced garlic, about 2 pounds of ground beef, sazon, and then jamon seasoning, and then you're going to need some fresh cilantro. You can also add in tomato sauce, but I did not do that in my version. So first thing I'm going to do is brown the ground beef, and I'm gonna chop this up to where it's very small pieces. So as it is cooking, I'm going to just keep chopping at it, and I'm cooking this on a medium high. So if you have any grease left, just drain the grease if you have any grease. So while the ground beef is cooking, I'm going to chop up my cilantro. And this bunch of cilantro had a lot of stems in it, so you're going to see me pick through and pull out the stems. I am not a big fan of the stems in my food, so you're going to see me pull them out, and I'm going to finally chop this and keep pulling out those stems because I do not like those stems in my food. If I was doing this in the food processor, it wouldn't bother me because it'll be chopped up fully, but I'm chopping in my hand, so I'm going to do the best I can to get those stems out. So the next thing I'm going to do while the ground beef is still cooking, I am going to chop up the green olives into pieces. Don't have to be perfect, just enough where they're like bite size. I'm just doing probably in half here, as you see. So I'm just going to continue chopping them and put them in a small bowl and set aside. So now that the ground beef is cooked, I am going to add in my seasoning. First thing is sazon. Then I'm going to do the jamon seasoning or ham seasoning. And you can find this in your Spanish section at the grocery store. And the jamon seasoning does make a difference in this. I've tried it with and without. I've experimented with this recipe several times until I found the flavor that I was looking for, and this is my version of picadillo. So I'm going to give it a good stir. My flame, or my heat for my stove is on medium high. So I'm trying to cook this hard and fast. So next I'm going to add in my fresh cilantro. And then I'm going to give it a good stir. Keep chopping as you go at the meat because you want small little pieces. And keep stirring as you keep adding in your ingredients. And it is smelling wonderful at this time. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in my minced garlic. And I will have the full recipe linked in the description box below. Again, this is my version of picadillo. There are several versions out there on YouTube. Give that a good stir. Get my seasonings ready. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in my oregano. And this, it really makes the dish, the oregano. In any Spanish food, oregano and cumin makes the dish. They have become my two of many of my favorite seasonings. And then we add in the cumin. Give this a good stir. If you see any chunks, keep chopping as you go because you, like I said, you do want small pieces. I've made a big batch of the picadillo because I'm going to make rellenos and I wanted to make pasteles. So I needed to make a double batch of this so that way I could make the filling for those two recipes. I'm adding in the garlic and onion powder now. You could freeze this too. You don't have to use it right away. You could actually add a little bit of maybe beef broth at this point, and you can serve this over white rice. It's a very versatile dish. I'm adding my adobo. And I don't add any salt to this recipe due to the fact the adobo, the sazon, and the jamon seasoning, they all have salt. So did not think that this needed any more salt than that. But you can taste and to your liking. If you need more salt, please add. It is like just smelling so good in my kitchen at this point. So I'm now going to add in my safrito. And this is homemade safrito. I made it myself. So I do have a full recipe for this on my website, ruthiecancook.com. And that is also linked below so that way you can go check it out if you want the recipe to my safrito. And I will be coming out with a video on my safrito soon. Give this a good stir. And I have not lowered the flame or the heat on my dish. I'm keeping it on a medium high. Now I'm going to add in the green olives, as you can see. And if there's any juice to it, that's fine. It actually does add flavor. And like I said, you can add tomato sauce to this if that is your preference. I tried it with tomato sauce and it was not to my liking, so I like it without the tomato sauce. But you can add it yourself, and you would do it at this point, add in the tomato sauce. And at this, it's done. So I'm going to get ready to plate. Here's the finished product of the picadillo that I made. This is my version. I hope you liked, enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time.